So this section we have both reductions and conversions. Okay, so we'll talk about the difference between those, and we'll not only work with U.S. customary units of measure, we'll also work with the metric units. So conversions, if you're going to be technical about it, conversions are actually when you change from one system to another. Like when we're going from our US to metric is an example, or metric back to US, right? Like inches is in US customary system, centimeters base 10 is in metric, right? So if you're going from inches to centimeters, that'd be a conversion. A reduction is actually just a change in our units within a system, right? So inches to feet, both of those, inches and feet, are both in the US customary system. So that's actually a reduction, right? So here's some reduction factors and some conversion factors. 144 square inches in 1 square foot, right? You know, because there's 12 inches in a foot. So square inches, square feet. We'll do some of these reductions, and we'll do some conversions. But if you're going to inches to centimeters, there's for every 1 inch, there's 2.54 centimeters. So let's go ahead and do some here. First of all, how many millimeters are there in 54 centimeters? Well, there are, for every centimeter, you should know, for every centimeter, 10 millimeters makes up 1 centimeter, right? Metric system is all base 10, right? So 10 millimeters, 1 centimeter. So if we have 54 centimeters, we're going to convert that to millimeters. So then the question is, do I use 10 millimeters for every 1 centimeter, or do I use 1 centimeter for every 10 millimeters? Well, we want the centimeters to cancel. Right now this is over 1, so centimeters is in my numerator. So I got to use this one, 10 millimeters for every 1 centimeter, and my centimeters cancel. So we have 54 times 10, 540 millimeters all over 1, right? 75 miles to inches. And by the way, this is a reduction, right? We're still, this last one from centimeters to millimeters is a reduction because they're both in the metric system. So how about miles to inches, another reduction? Well, we have 75 miles, and we know there's 5,280 feet in a mile. So notice our miles cancel. Now we're in feet, but we want to go to inches. Well, there's 12 inches for every 1 foot. Now our feet cancel. Now we're in inches. So 75 times 5,280 times 12 is 4,752,000 inches all over 1. Right? All right, now let's do square feet to square inches. So right now we have 7 square feet. So I'm going to write it as feet times feet. 7 square feet. Feet times feet. 7 feet squared. So I got to cancel each of those feet. So times, I know there's 12 inches for every 1 foot. One of those feet cancels. Remember, this is over 1. So now I'm in feet inches. Well, I don't want feet inches. I want square inches. So I got to cancel the other foot. So for every 12 inches per 1 foot, now the other foot cancels. And notice I'm in square inches. Inches times inches. So I have 7 times 12 times 12 is 1,008 over 1 times 1 times 1. And I have inches. In other words, inches square. So 1,008 square inches. So square feet to square inches. Again, make sure you cancel both sets of feet, right? Feet and feet. All right, we'll keep going here. So now, a conversion. How many? First of all, you need to know for every inch. So I'd look at that sheet. There's 2.54 centimeters for every inch. So we're starting out with 36 inches. I want to cancel my inches. So I'm going to multiply by, there's 2.54 centimeters for every 1 inch. Inches cancel. So I have 36 times 2.54 equals 91.44 centimeters all over 1. Right? So 36 inches is the same as 91.44 centimeters. All right, how about miles to kilometers? So another U.S. customary to metric, another conversion here, right? Well, I would look at the table, and there is 1.609 kilometers per mile. So you need to know that in order to do this conversion. So you have 3.7 miles. Right, this is over 1 times, I want to get rid of miles, so there's 1.609 kilometers per 1 mile. Miles cancel. So I have 3.7 times 1.609. 3.7 times 1.609, 5.9533. And we're left in kilometers all over 1. Let's practice the miles per hour to feet per second. This one always seems to give students trouble, so I like to do lots of these. Miles per hour. We want feet per second. Well, let's go to feet. First of all, I know there's 5,280 feet per 1 mile. Miles are gone. Now I'm in feet. Now we're in feet per hour. Feet per hour. I want feet per second. So let's go from hours to minutes. For every 1 hour, there's 60 minutes. Hours are gone. Now I'm in feet per minute. I don't want feet per minute. I want feet per second. So now we just got to go get rid of our minutes. For every 1 minute, there's 60 seconds. Minutes are gone. So now we have 70 times 5280 times 1 is 3,69600 over 3,600. 1 times 1 times 60 times 60. And we're in feet per second, right? We're in feet per second. And so this ends up being 102.6 repeated feet per second. So an application: while driving in France, a sales representative encounters a speed limit sign indicating 80 kilometers per hour. 80 kilometers per hour. Well, we want to convert this to miles per hour. Miles per hour. So you need to make sure you know there's 1.609 kilometers per 1 mile. We're already in hours, so that can stay. We just need the kilometers to go to miles. So we're going to say, well, for every mile, there's 1.609 kilometers. Kilometers are canceled. Now we're in miles per hour. There we go. That's all we got to do. So we got 80 times 1, 1 times 1.609 on the bottom. Miles per hour here. 80 divided by 1.609. And you get 49.7203231.8 miles per hour. About 49.7 miles per hour is the same as 80 kilometers per hour. Okay. All right, let's do some reduction. We got 575 grams per cubic centimeters. So there's centimeters, centimeters, centimeters. Okay. And we're trying to get to kilograms per cubic meter. Okay, kilograms per cubic meter. So what do we need to know? Well, first of all, 1 kilogram, thousand, is 1,000 grams. So let's do that one first. Let's take care of our grams. Let's go from grams to kilograms because we're trying to get kilograms per cubic meter. So let's get rid of grams. For every kilogram, there's 1,000 grams. Grams are gone. Now we're in kilograms per cubic centimeters. Well, I want kilograms. Kilograms is good, but I want it per cubic meter. Right, I want it per cubic meter. So the other thing I need to know is for every, how many centimeters in a meter? Well, centi means 100. It takes 100 centimeters to make up 1 meter. So let's get rid of each of these centimeters. 100 centimeters per meter. One of these centimeters is gone. But I got 3. Remember, I'm in cubic centimeters on the bottom. So I got to do this 3 times. 100 centimeters per meter. The next one's gone. That centimeter, right? And one more time, 100 centimeters per meter. The last one right there is gone. So notice we are in kilograms per cubic meter. Kilograms per cubic meter. So I'm going to multiply 575 times 100 times 100 times 100. And on the bottom, we got 1,000 times 1 times 1 times 1. So divided by 1,000. And I am in kilograms per cubic meter. And it looks like we get 575,000 kilograms per cubic meter. Okay. All right, one more here. I think this will be enough to kind of get you guys started. 62.8 pounds per square inch. So I have per square inch, 2 sets of inches, right? They want it in kilograms. So we need to know how many kilograms. So for every kilogram, we're doing a conversion here, is 2.205 pounds. For every kilogram, it's 2.205 pounds. All right, let's go from pounds to kilograms. Let's do that first. So I'm going to multiply by, there's 2, there is, for every 1 kilogram, I need the pounds on the bottom, 2.205 pounds. Pounds are gone. Now I'm in kilograms per square inch. I don't want per square inch, I want per square meter. I want per square meter, okay? So for every meter, I would look this up. For every meter, how many inches in a meter? 39.37 inches. Okay, so let's use that and let's get rid of each of these inches. 39.37 inches per 1 meter. Now one of those inches is gone. I'm going to do it one more time. 39.37 inches per 1 meter. Second one's gone. And notice we are in kilograms per square meter. Kilograms per square meter. So we just got to multiply 62.8, all my numerator, times 1 times 39.37 times 39.37. And I get 97339.80532. On the bottom, I got 2.205. And I'm in kilograms per square meter. And I get 44,145.03643 kilograms per square meter. All right, I think that's enough to kind of get you started. Thanks for watching.